Today we have a fun one for you. We are going to be ranking bands in a tier list. The bands you see down here, we're ranking them on this fine tier list for noob friendly. Are they noob friendly? Are they baby tier? You know, goo goo gaga, shit your pants? Or are you going to stay away from them? Are they going to make you run away in fear with your dick tucked between your legs like a little chicken? Which one is it going to be? And today we're going to rank them. Got a selection of bands here, just random bands. You know, you got stuff like Mayhem, then you got stuff like Zasfa. That's a random selection of bands. And we're going to rank them again on this tier list here. From baby tier, Goo Goo Gaga, hey, it's your first pubes. This is fine. Careful there, sport. Please, I'm a virgin. And then stay the fuck away. That's how the tiers are going to go on this one. We're going to have some fun. Rank them down below how you would see fit. What bands would you put in baby tier? What bands are noob friendly and what bands are not noob friendly? Let's get in with it with the first band I see on the tier list, which is Anal Nathrakh. Anal, not anal, but Anal. I know it sounds like anal, looks like anal, but it isn't anal. Even though they have an album with cocks in their eyes of a pig. Never mind. Anal Nathrakh. Where's it going to be? Definitely not baby tier. They have some crazy, insane shit. So for Anal Nathrakh, I'm either going to put it in Please, I'm a Virgin, or Careful There, Sport. And looking at the rest of the stuff, I might put it in Please, I'm a Virgin. Very abrasive, very in your face. I mean, some of their albums. Endarkment might be a bit easier to get into, so would this one, but some of the early stuff like Codex Necro, ooh, maybe not. Maybe a bit too abrasive, maybe a bit too in your face for some newcomers. They'd be instantly put off. The screaming, the industrial sounds, everything. It's a mixture, it's a crockpot of insanity. And you got to stay away because you're a virgin. Next up is Panopticon. A lot less abrasive, a lot less crazy. This is going to be in, hey, it's your first pubes. Yeah, you're getting some chest hair, you're getting some ass hair on you. And you want to listen to something with some... you know, some black metal vocals, but a bit nicer melodies. Panopticon has you covered. It's your first pubes. You'll like them. Go listen to them. Next up is Cradle of Filth, boy. Cradle of Filth is generally baby tier. I love Cradle of Filth. I have a poster right here. Cruelty and the Beast. Love them. You know, I love all their albums, actually. Cradle got me into metal, so... here it is in baby tier, because I was a baby and my first black metal band was Cradle, so it's baby tier. You know, this is literally the one that got me into it. So, baby tier. You could say the vocals are a bit off-putting, so I could be tempted to put it here. But it is newcomer friendly. Most people get into Cradle, get into black metal, so there you go. Mutilation is next. Mutilation. Now, Mutilation has very strange production. The vocals are pained, especially if you listen to Ruin's Curse. What's it called? Ruined Dead Soul? Fucking, I can't remember. The second album, the third album, can't remember what it's called. Something of a Cursed Dead Soul. You know the one I mean. The first track on that is instantly off-putting. So I'm very tempted to put it like here. I am very tempted to put it here. But I don't think it's as bad as Anal Nathrakh. So I'm going to put it on Careful There, Sport. You could jump into Mutilation, but I'd be fucking careful. It's a bit abrasive. The melodies, the sound of it's a bit fuzzy. Careful there, Sport. Careful. You might do yourself an injury. Sunbather is going to go straight to baby tier, to the top of baby tier. Sunbather is like the easiest band to get into. The shoegazy elements. Even PewDiePie's talking about it on his fucking channel back in the day. Yeah, I mean, look at that fucking album cover. That instantly someone's going to be like, with a fucking frappe in their hand and a scarf and a typewriter, like, yeah, give me that album, that's fucking good. And then they'll get into black metal, so, baby tier. Sunbather. Oh, look at this, Emmett. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away from Emmett. Just crazy screams, just nonsense, just fucking... It's a wall of noise. It's stay away. Do not pick this as your first black metal band. Just don't do it. Don't fucking do it, Questy says. Silencer, I'm going to say stay away as well. Not as bad as Emmett, but it's a stay away. Those vocals will instantly make you go, either laugh or say, fuck this genre, I'm out. Which, you know, for elitists like us, is sometimes a good thing. But, you know, if you want to get into the genre, don't start with that band. Don't be a cunt. Don't do it. Next up is Leviathan, which I'm tempted to... It's either I'm a virgin or Careful Their Sport. I'm more leaning on the side of Please I'm a Virgin. Yeah. Not quite as crazy and as heavy as an Al-Nafrak, but the fuzziness, just the pain screams. DSBM just has this way of just being off-putting to a lot of people. Even people in black metal don't like DSBM a lot of times. And I'll probably put it even higher than an Al-Nafrak. I'd say it's probably easier to get into it now because it's more, you know, if you like industrial, you might get into it. You like grindcore, you might like stuff like that. You might get into it. I was talking like Sonic then. Leviathan is a bit harder. Death Crush. Now, Death Crush. Mayhem as a whole would be, hey, it's your first pubes. It'd be, hey, it's your first pubes. But if we talk about Death Crush specifically, it would be Careful Their Sport. But I'm going to throw it into This Is Fine. For Mayhem as a whole, This Is Fine. You know, most people get into them through De Mysterious. It's fine. You know, they go, oh, the controversy, oh, stabby, Chucky Milk. And then they listen to Mayhem's discography and they're like, oh, okay. Death Crush as a whole, though, bit lower. Rest of the albums, it's fine. You can check it out, whatever. Not quite puby, not quite baby. It's fine. You go nuts. Alcest. Hey, it's your first pubes. Alcest is another one. Probably a bit harder than these two to get into, but it's probably the same as Panopticon because some of the screams Niches does are just insane. Like, some of his screams are fucking insane. It's definitely less friendly than these. Unless you talk about the Shelter album, that's pretty friendly. That's pretty much just shoegaze the whole way through. But otherwise, it's hit and miss. Probably hates your first pubes. Dimmu Borgir, you're going straight to baby tier. You got all these symphonic elements, the chanting, the fun nature of it. It's similar to Cradle, you know, it's got that fun, grab you in, keep you in side of the band. I don't hate them. I don't hate any of these bands, really. But yeah, Dimmu Borgir, fun, over the top, silly goodness, baby tier. Satanic War Master, yeah, I'm wearing the shirt. Satanic War Master. I'd probably put it on a Careful Their Sport. I wouldn't say it's as hard as Mutilation to get into, and I wouldn't say it's worse than these to get into. Especially like Fimbulwinter. That's such a fucking catchy album. If you like folky black metal stuff, Fintroll, stuff like that, you might like Satanic War Master. The production's better as well than Mutilation, so yeah, it's probably here. It's probably Careful Their Sport. Blut aus Nord is... It ranges from Stay the Fuck Away to, like, here. It's a hard band to place. Because if you're talking about this newest album, it's probably the top of Stay Away. It's the most terrifying fucking album I've ever heard. Way more terrifying than Emmett and Silence and shit. It's just... There's barely any vocals. It's just creepy fucking noise. So, that would be there. But if you're taking the rest of the discography into account, although some of the industrial stuff's just really hard to get into as well. I don't know. But then you have the atmospheric stuff, which I love, which is probably like here. So it really depends. So I'm going to put Careful Their Sport. Careful Their Sport. Mainly because most of the discography is easy. Half of it's hard. So about that. Deathspell Omega. Now this one's another hard one. I feel like, oh, this is hard. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to put it, Please I'm a Virgin. Deathspell's Please I'm a Virgin. It is very avant-garde, very just dissonant and swirling around, kind of like Blut aus Nord's latest album. Especially Paracletus is just insane. All their albums, long songs, crazy time changes and vocals. Like, the vocals are insane as well. It's Deathspell, you know? Mikko's crazy. This album's crazy. The whole band's crazy. Please, I'm a Virgin. Dissection. This is fine. This is fine. I could even put it here. You know what? I'm going to do it. Hey, it's your first pube. Dissection's here because it's like, it's the Mellow Black album. It's the one where people, like, they instantly get recognized with the melodies, instantly get sucked into the melodies and stuff. It's like, okay, I can get in with this. I can get on board. I can headbang. It's kind of like Melodeath, At the Gates and shit. If you like that, you might like this. It's probably the album and the band you'd get into more. Emperor's next, and I'd probably put Emperor here on This Is Fine. Mayhem's probably a bit harder to get into than Emperor. Emperor has those symphonic elements, kind of proggy stuff on Prometheus as well. But it's one of the bands that people get into quite early. I wouldn't say it's hard. I wouldn't say it's easier than Dissection or Alcest or Panopticon, but it's one of the main bands. People will find them out and be like, oh, them. Need to listen to them. But then the vocals might put them off. So, this is fine. Yeah. Enslaved is next. Enslaved. Enslaved's a hard one. It depends on if you like prog or not. If you like prog, it'll be Baby Tier. If you don't, it might be like down here somewhere. So I'm thinking This Is Fine, because stuff like Viking Laveldi, the songs are like 10 minutes fucking long. Like, I don't know, it might be hard for some people to get into some stuff, especially Eld, where the first song is like 19 minutes long. Jesus Christ. I love the band though, every album's amazing. We're talking later Enslaved, bit higher. Early Enslaved, I don't know. And so I think it's This Is Fine. I think it's in the This Is Fine. Burzum. Burzum's another one, which I think a lot of people get into Burzum straight away, me included. But I don't think it's as easy to get into as some others. So I feel like it'll be on This Is Fine as well. Probably here. No, actually probably here. Probably the least easy to get into, actually. Most people know Philosoph and they play it, but then most people are like, I hate like the 20-minute long songs, the ambient stuff's weird. They can't get into a lot of it. So it's bordering careful, their sport, so it might be top of here. Bordering careful. Yeah? The fuzziness, the catchiness, but it's on the similar style as Mayhem where the controversy comes from. Ooh, Chucky Milk. I love them, but yeah, This Is Fine. Gorgoroth is next. Gorgoroth's a hard one. I think I'd put it on... I put it on This Is Fine as well. Most of the Norwegian bands... Hey, look at it. This is all fucking Norwegian bands. Wow. All the Norwegian bands are This Is Fine. It's a bit catchier. Depends on the vocalist as well. Hat and Pest and stuff. Garl. The Garl stuff's easier to get into. Hat and Pest stuff, yeah, not as much, but similar style as Mayhem, so it's going to go there. Druk is next, and this is Atmospheric Black, so I'd probably put it on, hey, this is your first pubes. This is my favourite black metal band on the list, by the way. I'd probably put it at the bottom, because they have some stuff which is a bit harder to get into. So a lot of repetitive stuff, but I do feel like Atmo Black's a bit easier, a bit easier to get into than some other genres. Similar as Panopticon. It's good. Go listen to it. All their albums are good. Summoning is next. Now for Summoning, as the first black metal band, I'd probably put it on Careful Their Sport, to be honest. Like the trumpets and stuff like that would just get people like, what the fuck is this? It's like March LARPing shit. If you don't like power metal, you might not like this. So I'd say be careful. Like, but then the music itself isn't... Oh, I don't know, it's hard, man. It's fucking hard. I don't know. I'd say This Is Fine. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, if you can get over the trumpets and the weird shit, it's fine. Agolot's The Mantle, Baby Tier. Baby Tier. Probably the easiest atmospheric black metal band to get into. The Mantle especially. I know Cover Killer had it as his favourite album. I love it. I do love Agolot. More than Death Heaven and stuff. Yeah. I do prefer other albums, Ashes Against the Grain and stuff like that, but it is a Baby Tier one. It's Baby Tier. Next up is Dark Throne, which I'd actually put on Careful Their Sport. You know, I'd put on Careful there, Sport. Just because it's a lot more raw than all these bands. A lot more raw, a lot more just intense. And then you got the crust punky stuff, which is even harder to get into. And the newer stuff, which is kind of strange as well, Arctic Thunder and stuff. I'd say Darkthrone's on the Careful there, Sport. Classic band that you need to check out, but a lot of people I've heard and listened to talking, words, Questy, use words. A lot of people that I've heard about, they can get into Burzum pretty easy, Emperor, but Darkthrone's always been a bit harder for them to get into, so it's on a Careful there, Sport. Immortal, on the other hand, hey, your first pubes! Alongside Dissection and all the mellow black bands, they're pretty easy to get into. Really fucking easy, to be honest. So that's going high. That's in your first pubes tier. Windir, Atmospheric Black. Oh my god, his vocals are so fucking good. Holy shit. I'd say this is fine. If Summonings in this is fine, then Windir's in this is fine. It's a similar style to a Panopticon and Agalok, but it's a bit harder. It does have like dance like elements in it, and it has the screams are a bit harsher. I'd say this is fine. And Zasfa is last. So Zasfa is probably going to go into Please My Virgin alongside Leviathan, just because it's DSBM. The DSBM vocals, a lot of people can't get into them. It's very harrowing, very just scary. It's scary. So it's going to go in Please My Virgin. So that is my ranking for noobs. There's my noob ranking. So if you want to get into black metal, listen to Death Heaven. Wow, I'm saying it. Listen to Cradle, Dimmu, Agalok. Those will help ease you in. Then after that, you can check out Panopticon, Alcest, Immortal, Dissection, Druk. Then after that, Burzum, Mayhem, Emperors, Enslaved, Gorgoroth. Hey, all the fucking classics. Summoning, Windir. This is my favourite tier. Look at this sexy ass tier. It's like a middle finger. Yeah, it's like a... There's a thumb, there's the ring, there's something else. Yeah, it's like a finger. Then it's Mutilation, Satanic Warmaster, Darkthrone, and Bluthaus Nord, depending on the album. Then Please My Virgin. Then you get into Leviathan, Zasfa, Al Nathrak, Deathspell, Omega, stuff like that. Then you can get into Emmet, Silencer, Stalg, and all those fucking weird Bethlehem and all the other weird shit. So there you go. That's the tier list for noobs. If anyone is a noob or anyone fucking cares. There it is, little fun video to have some fun with. Woohoo! So yeah, let me know what you'd think is in baby tier and what you think is stay the fuck away from for noobs. Let me know down below and we'll see you again on another stupid fucking video.